Battlefield Sports makes gaming guns, gaming inflatables, and we write live plays, which are like the missions used when we use these props. Well, our gaming guns are an innovation in optoelectronics, so our sensors actually make it so you can use infrared outside, and we use radio feedback to transfer data. One of the easy games to start with is called Deathmatch or Elimination. But basically it's two teams and your job is to shoot the other guys more than they shoot you. So we actually do a lot of stuff for birthday parties, team building, stag nights, sort of all sorts of different groups. My husband and I started Battlefield Sports more than a decade ago. We actually started it as a hobby. We were in Cairns and we were running a software development company which was doing really well in the dot-com boom, but unfortunately not so well in the dot-com bust. So we were going, okay, what are we going to do now? And we were playing this as a hobby, and lots of more and more people came to us and saying, hey, this is fantastic fun. I put up a website and people from all over the planet emailed me and said, hey, I want to do what you do. So that's how it started. The interesting thing about our technology is that it's very flexible. We don't run a franchise, so what we do is we just sell the gaming guns and the gaming inflatables, and then the operators overseas run it as per what their business plan is. So some people run backyard birthday parties. For example, a guy in Washington, D.C. just runs backyard birthday parties the whole time. We've also sold to theme parks, so they run it as an attraction. And then we've also sold it to special forces or former special forces guys, and they actually run a really hardcore event. Our biggest challenge with our expansion for Battlefield Sports has been limited capital. While we have received a couple of government grants here and there, we've really funded most of our research and development out of cash flow. And so that's been a little bit like juggling or spinning plates sometimes, but we're getting there. The Australian Technology Showcase is actually a really good program. It actually provides credibility for interesting and Australian technologies that's gone through a panel to be assessed that they are actually innovative. And that way, especially our overseas prospects can actually feel that we have been endorsed by the government, and so that actually helps us with credibility. Battlefield Sports has an exciting future ahead of it, as well as expanding more export markets. We're also rolling out a rental system. So what we're doing is, instead of people having to buy the equipment, nowadays you can just rent it, and you can actually rent it for a weekend or a week. And so that way you can have your fun at home.